Welcome to Retelling the Past for Tomorrow, a series that highlights the lives and impact of influential individuals who have shaped the world as we know it today. In this episode, we'll explore the life of John Wesley, a man who became a pivotal figure in the history of Christianity. Born in the 18th century, John Wesley was a prolific writer, theologian, and preacher who founded the Methodist movement. His life was a testament to his unwavering faith and the transformative power of God's love. Young John Wesley. John Wesley was born in 1703 in Epworth, Lincolnshire, England. John Wesley was born into a large family and his parents were devout Christians. His mother, Susanna, was a strong influence on his life and education, teaching him the importance of prayer, reading the Bible, and living a holy life. His father, Samuel, was a pastor and instilled in John a sense of duty and responsibility to serve others. Despite his privileged upbringing, John faced many challenges in his youth. His family's home caught fire when he was 6 years old, and he narrowly escaped death. This event had a profound impact on his life and later inspired him to pursue a life of service to others. At the age of 11, John was sent to London to attend the prestigious Charterhouse School. There, he excelled in his studies and developed a love for learning that would stay with him for the rest of his life. After finishing school, he went on to attend Oxford University, where he continued to excel academically and graduated with a degree in classics. After graduation, he was ordained as an Anglican priest and began his ministry. Ordained in early ministry. After graduation, John was ordained as an Anglican priest and began his ministry in the Church of England. He was appointed curate of his father's parish and later became a Fellow of Lincoln College, Oxford. During this time, he also served as a chaplain to the British colony in Savannah, Georgia. However, his ministry in Georgia was not successful, and he returned to England disillusioned and uncertain about his future. It was during this time that he met a group of Moravian Christians who would have a profound impact on his life and ministry. The Moravian influence. The Moravians taught John about the importance of a personal relationship with Christ and the necessity of preaching the gospel to all people. These teachings resonated with John, and he began to preach with renewed zeal and conviction. He also began to emphasize the importance of holiness and Christian perfection in the lives of believers. John's preaching and teaching soon drew large crowds, and he began to travel extensively throughout England and Wales, preaching the gospel and organizing societies for the spiritual growth of believers. His tireless efforts soon led to the formation of the Methodist movement, which would go on to have a profound impact on Christianity and the world. Conversion and impact of his work. Despite his years of ministry, John realized that he had never truly experienced a personal conversion to Christ. This realization led him to seek God with renewed fervor, and on May 24, 1738, he experienced a profound spiritual awakening. From that day on, he preached with even greater zeal and fervor, urging all who would listen to repent and turn to Christ. John's impact was not limited to England. His teachings and influence reached far beyond the shores of his homeland, including Samoa. Samoan chief named Savaya discovered a Christian faith during his visit in Tongan. In the year 1828, he traveled back to Samoa, so he began to preach the gospel to his people in his village in Sailalonga, Savai. His efforts resulted in a thriving Methodist church in Samoa. Peter Turner's work in Samoa. In 1835, the missionary Peter Turner arrived in Samoa, so there he continued the work that had been started by Savaya. Turner established a Methodist mission on the island of Upolu and worked tirelessly to spread the gospel throughout Samoa. His efforts were successful, and today the Methodist Church is one of the largest Christian denominations in Samoa. John Wesley's impact on the world cannot be overstated. His teachings on holiness, Christian perfection, and the necessity of a personal relationship with Christ continue to inspire Christians to this day. His tireless preaching and evangelism paved the way for the spread of the gospel throughout the world, and his legacy lives on in the millions of believers who have been touched by his message. John Wesley's legacy. On February 28, 1791, John Wesley preached his last sermon. "We have an advocate with the Father." It was said that as he preached, his voice grew weaker and weaker until he could no longer be heard. On March 2, 1791, John Wesley died at his home in London. He was buried in the graveyard of City Road Chapel, the headquarters of Methodism. His legacy lived on as the Methodist movement spread throughout the world. John Wesley's legacy extends far beyond the Methodist movement. His teachings and influence have had a profound impact on Christianity as a whole. His emphasis on personal piety and social justice laid the foundation for the evangelical movement, and his work paved the way for the abolition of slavery and the rise of the social gospel movement. Wesley's impact on Christian theology is also significant. His emphasis on Christian perfection challenged the traditional view of sanctification, and his teachings on prevenient grace and the witness of the Spirit have had a lasting impact on Wesleyan and Arminian theology. Today, the Methodist Church continues to carry on John Wesley's legacy, preaching the gospel and working for social justice and the betterment of all people. The church has also grown and expanded, with millions of members and countless ministries around the world. John Wesley's life is a testament to the power of faith and the impact that one person can have on the world. From his humble beginnings to his transformational ministry and legacy, John Wesley's life serves as an inspiration to all who seek to serve God and make a difference in the world. His teachings and influence have stood the test of time and continue to inspire and challenge Christians today. John Wesley's life is a reminder that, with God's help, we can all make a difference in the world and leave a lasting legacy. Thank you for joining us in this journey through the life of John Wesley. We hope you have found it informative and inspiring. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, take care and God bless.